I mean, it's gonna be a fun season for both of our teams. I think for the Bucks and the Rams.
Absolutely. It's
I think
already
it's gonna
starting
be a
off
fun
great.
season. Yeah, it is starting off great. We're 4-0 combined,
Yeah.
but I think if you look at the NFC, you've got you've got the Eagles, of course. You've got the Packers. You've got Detroit. And then I think you have the Rams and the Bucks. I would say that's the top 5 teams in the NFC. As much as I don't like to give the 49ers credit, I will say they even though I don't think the Saints are going to be a great team, they beat the Saints this past week without George Kittle or Brock Purdy. So I will admit I don't think the Rams are going to have as much of a cakewalk to win the NFC West as I thought they did. I do think the 49ers are capable of being a playoff team. I do still think the Rams are the better team, but the 49ers could definitely be a playoff team. I think Seattle could be a playoff team. I think Arizona is right in the mix. The NFC is so tough. There's like 9 or 10 teams in the NFC that you could look at and I say, oh, yeah, they'll be a playoff team, but only 7 of them are going to make it.
That's right. All those teams there are very, very good teams, and you cannot sleep on any of them. They can, and especially the 49ers, to your point, they always have a chance to, with the 49ers, to come on strong when you need it the most. That's the thing. Good, solid coaching. And you're right. That's even without Kittle. Hopefully he gets back soon. He's my fantasy football tight end.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's another thing that stinks about. Obviously, that's not the worst part about injuries, but that does stink. I mean, you have a lot of guys that have gotten hurt these past few weeks. I mean, Joe Burrow is going to be out for a few months. Not a fantasy guy, but Akello Witherspoon, cornerback for the Rams, he broke his collarbone. That's a huge loss for us. We actually signed Trey Brown. He's a corner. Not too familiar with him. I think he was like a fourth or fifth round pick a few years ago. He played for the Seahawks and Niners, but that's a big loss for us. And there's been a lot of injuries around the league. Justin Fields, he's not playing this week against the Bucks. JJ McCarthy, he's not playing. I mean, Justin Fields being out is also going to help the Bucks a lot, but I think the Bucks would have been pretty confident in winning that game, no matter who was quarterback for the Jets. I feel like.
Absolutely. I think whoever's quarterback for the Jets, you have tough competition with the Bucks playing at home, creamsicle jersey.
Yes,
I think the Bucks are, they're gonna go up 3-0 is what I'm looking
yes,
predicting.
yes, absolutely. Are you going to be calling the game live on assist?
Yeah, I will. I'm looking forward to it. I'm gonna be calling the game and excited about doing it. The creamsicle jersey. And how has it been for you so far calling the games? How have you adjusted to that?
It's a lot of fun. I have more of a background of announcing baseball, so this was my first time actually announcing football, and I have really enjoyed it. I've really enjoyed having, even if it's not like some crazy big, crowd that is watching live on assist, but I've really enjoyed it. And the one thing, and I think you would agree with me on this, is that it is hard announcing football by yourself. Like in baseball, it's hard to announce by yourself, but in football, after every single play, like if you watch a broadcast, you'll have like I was watching Chiefs Eagles this past week, and I like to take notes in my head on what these commentators say because you want to use it for your broadcasts, of course. And the main announcer, all right, Saquon Barkley, gain of 5, and then the color commentator Tom Brady, he always has like a comment to say after that about the play or a specific player. When you don't have a color commentator, you have to be both guys. So it's really difficult, especially when you're live on assist, the camera's on you, the camera's not on the game, so you're basically a radio announcer. So you don't have replays or stats popping up on the screen for you to read. It's hard.
It's you're right. It is challenging, and you be surprised how much you got to talk during the
Yeah,
broadcast. I was like,
yeah,
next time, like game one, I was like, man, I got to make sure I get me a big jug of water because it's
yeah.
it's a lot.